Wednesday, March 18th. The first item on the agenda will be to review the minutes and approve them. Any questions? Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second
All in
motion.
favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Bill, communications, and a warrant. Any questions on the warrant?
No question.
Have a motion?
First motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Director's report.
All right. So first on the agenda, if you turn after the warrant, there is a statement from John Murphy, Electrical Construction and Engineering. He was the engineer that came out and put together the information for the quote for the fire alarm upgrades and emergency call lighting. He included this letter in here stating this is to address that the references that Lossy Electric Inc. provided as part of their bid package. I found no negative issues with their references so that they have given us. I therefore recommend that we proceed in writing a contract for Lossy Electric, so they can proceed with the fire alarm upgrades and emergency hall lighting electrical project. Should you have any questions or concern, please feel a call. It just so happens that the lowest bidder for the alarm project was $166,300, and that was Lossy Electric. He did do the generator project. We worked very well with him. We had one issue, but he came back and fixed it. Mike, can you add to that? We really had no problems. He worked very well
No,
with
the
us.
generator, it tests itself every Friday, and we had, I think the power went out once, and it kicked on, so it does work pretty good. I think when it's here, and I think it went out one night, one of the tenants said that they heard it go on, and it's just for this community center.
So I asked the board to go ahead and vote to hire Lossy Electric with the price of $166,300. As of right now, that's his bid. Sometimes there are some change orders, but that would have to also be brought before the board. But right now, he seems to think that he can get the whole project done at that price. So in order to proceed with hiring him and getting all the paperwork done, I do need a board vote to go ahead and start the process.
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second motion. Was that?
Just one thing with that one too, I mean, this project isn't gonna get started probably for like 2 months or 3 months yet.
Yeah, I don't know. DHCD right now is working from their home. We don't know what's happening. Hopefully they're gonna put out some kind of a letter today.
For now it's normal.
But as long as we have the vote, we can actually through email start the paperwork going back and forth. It does involve having a construction meeting, so that's where I think the project's gonna be halted because all construction meetings right now are put on hold. So we'll see what happens at that point. Next, I have the mosquito squad bill. Every year for the past 5 years, we have been having mosquito squads come in and spray for the residents. I do have to say, as the director of the housing authority, in this time right now, we don't know what's gonna happen financially with everything going on. I say we table this right now because to spend money on something like that when we could use it for something different, none of us know what's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks. So I think the best financial decision for the authority would be to put it on the back burner right now. I mean, we're asking people not to gather socially, and if we spray for mosquitoes, we're almost telling them, you know, you can go out and sit around together, and that's what we're suggesting against right now. So I asked if we could just table this. I will let mosquito squad know, and but it's
It's
up to the
too
board.
early for the mosquitoes anyway.
Yeah,
If they go in May or June, I think it's plenty. And
Yeah.
too bad hopefully everything is normal.
Yep, so if you wanna, I mean, whatever motion you wanna make, if you wanna, table it to our May or June, or just postpone it until we know what's going on with, the virus and everything else that's going on, so.
Okay, do we have a motion for that? Postpone.
I don't know if I don't make a motion, I mean, I personally wouldn't do the mosquitoes, spray foam.
Yeah.
I would think people just have to put their own, because I had more of research into this, it is doing a number on the bees.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I understand perfect, but think about the bees, we need the honey. And the people they beat for the mosquitoes, you don't know what the mosquitoes can cause. That's the point.
Yeah, I agree, but I believe.
The point is, we don't know.
Every person is responsible for themselves.
Oh, of course, we don't know at this moment.
Yeah, we need a vote to, either table it, to
Postpone.
postpone it, or it's up to the board on which way they wanna go
Do
on
we have a
this
motion to
issue.
postpone?
Postpone, I'll make a motion, postpone.
Alright, do you wanna postpone it to May, and then we can revisit it just then, and we're gonna postpone it again, depending on the whole financial state of everybody, so.
I postpone until May or June and see if we cannot do it. I go with him, you take care of yourself.
Alright, so do you wanna make the motion, to postpone it until May, and then revisit it at that point?
Correct.
Okay, so,
All in
do you
favor?
second it?
Aye.
Right.
Right now, I asked if we can just move this, next item on the agenda. It wasn't as bad last week, but I do have a lot to talk about. So if we can just move it to the end and just kind of get rid of our normal business, then we can go ahead and talk about the coronavirus after we talk about all of our normal business, so.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Construction update, siding and doors, that still is being put out for bid. I have to call, there's nobody to call right now to see if that's gonna be on hold too, because they're gonna have to get together and bidding processes, so I'm gonna assume that that's on hold, so I was hoping I would have a better answer, but like I said, this meeting agenda was made, and now everything's changed. So as far as the construction update, I know as of last week, it was still going forward, but I haven't heard anything, so until everybody's back up working, I think that's also going to be put on the back burner. The grant from AARP. We did fill out the grant from AARP, I have not sent it in yet. We're getting all of the construction material prices together to go ahead and send in with the grant. However, I did contact the sheriff's program, we sent them a letter, and last week they sent us a letter back stating to go with the grant, that if we do receive the grant from ARP, it was $8,000, that the sheriff's department would send their program out to help with the construction of the pavilion. So it's great for us because they do like communities to get together on these projects, so I'm hoping the fact that we're gonna be working with the sheriff's program on this, it will give us the grant to have the pavilion outside. I am gonna send in the grant, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen, everything's up in the air right now, so as far as it going in, it will be ready to go in before April 1st. Right now, our vacancy status is 0. We have no apartments to be fixed, which probably right now would be the best time to have apartments to be fixed because,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it gives us something to
We
work on.
have people in the hospital,
Yes,
we never know.
well, I mean, right now we have no vacancies
No.
and I don't have any reports of anything coming open. So as soon as I do know, we'll take it from there. So that's all I have as far as everything but the seal, the coronavirus, so. I don't know if Mike wants to give his meetings first, or if you want me to continue. Continue, okay. So as we all know, this COVID-19 is spreading very quickly. We've been keeping an eye on everything, watching the news. The selectmen had a meeting. The town of Acushnet has declared a state of emergency. They have closed down the town hall to all traffic. The library is closed, and the council on aging is closed. The council on aging is available for emergency needs. If any elderly person in the town of Acushnet needs anything, food, please contact the Council on Aging, because there is programs, there is food out there, it can be brought to you. If you need help, please don't hesitate to call. So, we asked our residents to take this advantage, because we do have people in here that don't have families, so, you know, we're trying our hardest here to take care of everything. It's a little stressful. So, anyway, so with this, I gave you guys some letters here. So Mike and I have literally been working on a bunch of different things. Basically, we have prepared for the worst case scenario, which would be we can't leave our homes. In this case, all of our checks have to be signed by 2 board members. Every Wednesday, 2 board members come into the office and they do sign checks. I have created this letter because I feel that if we, in a case of emergency and we have to be distanced from each other, that only 1 board member would have to sign the check to prevent everybody getting together. So I wrote the letter to the bank stating that this would happen. The board would agree that only one signature would be on a check, and the check could be cashed by whoever was sending to payroll. Said everything. So I put dates on there. I did talk to the credit union, and she did suggest to have dates on there. If it has to go longer, then we could actually have it extended. So I'm asking the board to vote that from March 25th, 2020 to May 30th, 2020, on both account numbers, that only 1 check needs to be signed. I think this is just something we really should do.
One signature has to be on a check.
What's that?
You said 1 check has to be.
Oh, sorry.
Like I said,
I stayed up way too late last night to prepare for this. No, yes, only 1 signature needs to be on a check, so they can be cashed, so. We just need a motion and a vote.
I do a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can you just shut that door? 'Cause I don't want to hear the message. Yeah.
And
What's that? All right,
I understand.
sorry. I have drafted a letter, it just needs to be signed by you before you leave today. So, and you can go ahead and send it. Okay. Next on the agenda is the paperwork from the emergency disaster management system. They sent out this paper last night, and they're just asking us to stay informed, which we definitely have been staying informed. I'm checking my computer morning, noon, night, to keep with everything. They are suggesting from all employers, if you can work from home, they would like you to. You can read everything else they're suggesting. We have taken into consideration all of our tenants. We have basically closed the community center right now for tenants, leaving the laundry. I do have to say, we've tried this. We've asked people one at a time. Several people are coming in here and doing their laundry. We close the community center to people, just laundry only, but they're still coming in, they're sitting down, they're watching TV, and I mean, it's not good because we're trying to keep everything clean, but everything's being touched. We have 3 employees in here, and without the 3 of us here, it's gonna be really hard to run housing authority. So with that being said, I'm leaving it to the board to decide whether we should shut down laundry. Yesterday morning, I did call Diamond Laundry. I spoke with the owner there. He was so generous to say he's not accepting any more customers. But if any customer at Presidential Terrace would like their laundry done, he would pick it up because he does come here on Wednesdays. Any tenant would have to call on Tuesday. He would pick their laundry up. If you call, he would give you the prices. I don't think it's too expensive. It has to be at least $10, and it's $1 a pound. So, I mean, people can get their laundry done for $10. Honestly, for people that have immune deficiencies or elderly people, that's probably the best bet than coming in here and washing their clothes and touching doorknobs. And yeah, I mean, that's my opinion, but I have to leave it to the board to vote on their thoughts on closing the community center. I also asked for the employees that probably would be the best bet, because we do want to come to work every day. None of us have a problem, none of us are asking to stay home, but if one of us gets sick, then, you know, we're gonna have to revisit this whole situation because we've all been together. But right now, I think the best thing to do is actually change the lock on the front door for now, because no matter how many times you close the community center, I closed the office, I had 3 or 4 people knock on my door yesterday. some people just aren't taking this serious, and I myself would like to take it serious, because I do not want to get sick.
Yeah, and there's people that leave his life for God. God could go take care of them, but he don't go take care of me.
Yeah, so in talking, Mr. Racine have had several conversations back and forth. So I think honestly the best thing to happen, we have 3 employees here. One of them does have a immune deficiency, so they're already compromised. I think as far as the office is concerned, I think we need to split up our office. We're in a very small office. We have 2 people working right on top of each other. If both of us were to get sick, we're both going to have to be out. If we split up the shifts, one comes in for 2 days, but more hours. We're gonna take Wednesday off. I actually can work from home. There's so much I can do from home because I have my computer, my laptop. I can take some stuff with me. Anything, I won't be taking any employees' files at home, but computers to work on. You know, the basic stuff I work on every day. Close the office Wednesday, and my secretary will come in on Thursday and Friday. That will give us time apart, and it will also give us time away so we can, be home and not be out and about, so we don't get sick. As far as Mike, we've talked, Mike's on call 24/7. We did say, right now we had the prisoners here, they have done all the yard work, it looks beautiful outside, so it's not like he can go out and rake, well, he can go out and rake leaves, but there's not much leaves up there because we've already had the whole property taken care of. As far as garages, his room, we can get all of that cleaned. DHCD has stopped all work orders, non-essential work orders. Any emergency work orders has to be done. This is another thing that concerns me because we don't have the proper equipment, so that might go in there. I don't even think we have masks right now. So if anybody has a mask, 95, and wants to donate it to the Housing Authority, we will take it. But in an emergency situation, things do need to be fixed, and Mike does have to enter somebody's apartment. So, we're doing the best we can. We're hoping that Mike doesn't get sick, because if Mike gets sick and gets quarantined,
The only thing you'd have to do is you need to,
yeah.
that's it.
So as far as him, even if he came in from 7 to 12, he comes in every morning, he's been coming in, he wipes all the door handles, he's going into each building, he's wiping down railings. We ask the tenants to be responsible for their own doorknobs. We're not gonna wipe their personal doorknobs, but we're wiping anything common area that can be touched. That's the best we can do, but we also suggest if you have a company, maybe to wipe it again, because we don't know in the meantime after we wiped it, who's touching things, so we're just asking everybody to just comply with everything if you turn on the TV, they just keep saying it over and over again.
Of course.
Unfortunately, the rules don't apply to everybody, so.
And if he's closed Wednesday, the office, when the person to me to sign the check, what day is?
So I actually can have them ready Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
I think at this point, I think I should just drop them off to Mr. Racine and then go and pick them up. I don't want, if I'm sick, I don't want to get anybody sick.
You
if
can
I'm
ask-
sick.
no.
We just have to take precautions.
You know what you could do, you could have Mike drop them off,
I could have Mike drop off Tuesday after
and
work.
put
Yeah.
them in between the door, right? I won't invite him in for a beer.
And if Mr.
Instead,
Racine first,
I could sign the checks while he's waiting on his truck and give him right back to him,
Mm-hmm,
right?
Yep.
That should work.
yep.
if Mr. Racine for some reason can do it, just give me a call, and Mike can leave 2 in the chair, and I go pick it up by his son, and he go pick it up after.
Yep. As far as the office on Wednesdays, I will transfer the calls to my house, so I will be answering any calls that come to the office. As far as anybody calling in right now for a work order, if it's something in a common area, we are doing it. Today we had a problem with the front door. Those things we can take care of. As far as a light bulb, I think that most people know how to change a light bulb, so if anybody is in need of a light bulb, we have no problem supplying the light bulb. They can put the light bulbs in, unless it's in the ceiling or something like that, which most people have lamps, so hopefully that will be, okay. But we are keeping a list of all work orders that are non-emergency, and as soon as we get the word that it's okay to go back into people's comments, then we will stop from the first work order all the way to the last. Every work order that is called in is being generated, so we are keeping them. And honestly, the 2 that were called in were in common areas, so they have been completed. And there was a light bulb that was issued because the person didn't want anybody in their house, which is totally understandable. They asked to leave the light bulb after that, and that's exactly what we did. So little things like that will get done.
You just the people that need to be very careful with the key. Don't bring the key or bring the key anytime you go out, because if not, they come out. Forget just open the doors.
Yeah.
And it's time for the people they start thinking.
So I think in the office we split shift. I think it will work with no problem. We're not coming in from 8:30 to 12:30. I think we're gonna probably come in from 8:30 to 2:30. So we'll be here longer hours. On Wednesday, actually, it's kind of nice because if anything, we are disappointed to the office, but that gives a day between the two of us to, they say it only lasts so many hours, so this is our plan to try to protect the housing authority as much as we can. None of us want to be home, stuck to our house, and
Of course.
being here is kind of, helps not having to watch TV and
And
hearing all the
you-
bad things going on.
You need just make a paper to tell the laundry room is closed to everybody.
Well, I also asked the board's vote to pay to have the key company come out and change it, because you can close this community center all you want, and I will guarantee you, they're gonna come in and we're not here.
There's people come in 4 o'clock in the morning to do their laundry.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
4, 5 o'clock in the morning they come do their laundry.
Yeah,
So that's the best thing, because they're just gonna come in if you don't change the lock. Who's got a key?
Every tenant has a key to the community center. We keep it open for laundry, which, a lot of people honestly do come early in the morning. They don't like to be in crowds. Sometimes they necessarily are sick and they don't want to get anybody else sick. So it does work that, they're staggering their times, and some people come late at night. Some people come 10, 11 o'clock to do their laundry. So the thing is we could say the community center is closed, but unless we change the locks, they're still gonna come in here, and they're still gonna do the laundry.
and because it was just doing was getting, put in the machine, get out. But now, unfortunately, people, they can sit down, watch TV, and, and wait a couple hours.
There's no grandmaster key,
We have a master key.
but a grandmaster key where it locks the door to a different, so them keys.
No, we have to totally
No.
change the law.
This is-
The other thing being is, in order to run these machines, it involves tokens. Even, I closed the office yesterday, I said, open to laundry. I had 3 knocks on my door yesterday for tokens. And now I'm touching money, this is what we're trying to prevent. And I'm not saying just to make us sick, but we all have families, we could make them sick. It goes it's full circle.
A question, why don't unplug the machines?
Well, we don't want people in here because we don't know what they're touching. And right now, it's on services, we wanna come to work, we're in here 24/7. If somebody comes in,
Okay, I
if somebody
understand.
comes in sick and they're using the bathroom,
This
and I'm
building,
going to use the bathroom, right now, we're just trying to stop the spread of germs in this room,
Yeah,
so the
just-
3 of us can do our job.
we
Okay.
gotta secure this building.
Okay,
Yep, lock it up.
yeah, change the locks.
There's a lot of housing authorities, their offices are not in the community room. And
Yes,
their laundry rooms are separated. So they're keeping the laundry rooms open and people can use them at their own risk. Most of them operate from quarters, which we did have a board vote to get quarters, but it's a lot to change the machines to quarters, so it's such a big cost that we haven't considered it again, which after this, I think it's something that we should consider. But, as far as, the town hall's keeping all the residents out to keep their employees safe. I think it's the best plan for the housing authority right now.
yeah, I think so, because if the people, they don't have careful and respect the other ones, it's time to teach them. It's time to respect everybody,
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, everybody has their own thoughts, which are fine. Some people aren't worried about it, but what they need to take into consideration, you may not be worried about it, and you may not be taking precautions, but your neighbor may be worried about it, and your neighbor may be sick and have immune deficiency or respiratory problems. So the fact that one neighbor is worried and one neighbor is not is scary to me because, you know what, nobody really truly knows how this is spreading right now, so.
I agree, change the lock, and when they come the time to change again, that's okay.
Yeah, we'll change it back to the.
Exactly,
It'll
just
be
back.
A temporary change.
But for now, until the situation gets under control, close it up.
I make a motion that we, change the lock. and maybe send out a letter or notify the residents that
Yes,
dining laundry,
Yep.
or whoever can come and do it,
Yeah,
at least you're giving them an option. And I use time with my parents, and they were very good.
yeah, they're very nice over there. And also, a lot of them have, not all of them, but a lot of them do have families, and we have suggested to some of them, I mean, especially people that are health compromised, it's probably best to have your family do your laundry, because we can't guarantee, we're washing these machines every day, twice a day, but we can't guarantee that, there's not anything on that machine that they're gonna touch and,
My daughter, she don't come in my house. If I have something for her, she get in the porch. Because, we never know. The people work, the people they go around, we never know. It's not when virus said, okay, just in one in a million people. Now it's million people they get,
All right, so Andy made a motion to close and change the locks and notify the tenants, which I already have a flyer in place that I'm working on.
The second motion,
All in favor?
aye.
Okay. The other thing is about going to a split week. Do I have the board's permission to split the office week into two Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes, I make a motion.
So,
What's that?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
You guys are in favor too? All in favor? Okay. As far as maintenance is concerned, I just want a motion, that way we can have this all written out. I would suggest, Mike has no problem finishing this week because, like he said, he has some things he can do around the office, and I don't see if things change that he needs to be here for the full 40 hours, but he is on call. Mike has also said that if his hours do go down, the board can pick what hours they think is, feasible for him to be here, that if he's not working the full 40 hours, if he is getting called in after hours, he is willing to give up the overtime until things go back to normal.
Yeah.
So. And he comes in at 7.
I would suggest, as far as he's concerned, you'd always have somebody after him if he's here.
What's that?
Like
Yeah.
when he comes in, he has certain things he does in the morning,
Yeah.
he could go home, right? And then maybe during the course of the day, make a round, see if everything's okay, and then go back, but not stay here, because somebody would always be after him, and,
That is true.
so,
Yeah.
I would think that if he did that,
Yeah.
a couple of rounds a day, and then come back when
Yeah.
it's time to close, he comes down, does whatever he does when he leaves.
Right now-
I think you can use your own discretion.
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
judgment on
Because
that.
if he come in the morning, take breakfast, whatever
He
he
shouldn't
be.
be here.
Yeah, well, right now, I have to be honest with you, yesterday, we did have people come in, but it wasn't your normal traffic, and we were able to get a lot done, so I feel as the director that, in this time that we are here, Mike the garage could always use cleanup, the office could always use cleanup, my files could always use some, so we're gonna be here, lock the garage door, lock your office door. We're gonna be here to really get on top of things right now, get everything straightened out and catch up to the things we haven't been able to catch up to until hopefully not, something happens where we can't be here. But we are gonna be here and use this time to clean, organize, reorganize, and get things done.
Why Mike don't does exactly the same time you guys do in the office? Like suppose 8 or 9 to 2, whatever, and after everybody leaves, if somebody has an emergency, call him and he's coming back. And Wednesdays he stay home, just in case somebody needs him. Well, he can't come here in the morning for the same factor. The stuff he need to do, go home, if somebody need him, call him, he's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, he is on call 24/7, we know.
I know.
We know what emergencies, and just to let the tenants know, emergencies would be a toilet clog, a fire, plumbing,
Bad leak or something like that.
sinks leaking,
Exactly.
any other little thing. A lot of things aren't emergencies,
Yeah, and you can choose, but please, the people, try don't forget the keys. Because it's not an emergency.
Well, and honestly, and at this point, all residents should give somebody a key because I mean, he shouldn't have to come in to unlock somebody's door.
I agree
You know,
with you,
so-
I tell to everybody, you have family, if you don't have family, you have a friend.
Yep,
Give to them a key, you
yep.
know.
So what would the board consider, like, same thing, same hours as us, Wednesday morning coming in, and then, just being on call, is that what the motion is right now?
I do a motion for
Either
that.
that or staggered, so that somebody's here, and then he uses his
Yeah, like-
judgment on.
We can
Yeah,
we can use
well,
my
yeah, we
judgment
can
on
work
that, but
with
as long
that.
as we have the
Yeah.
flexibility of,
Yeah.
your permission to.
Whatever works for you.
I mean, I might be here all the
Motion?
time doing stuff. but,
Motion.
it doesn't-
I'll make a motion that they use their own judgment.
Okay, second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
That okay?
Do you feel, was that okay?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
motion to
good
use our own
thoughts.
judgment is perfect because, like I said, we all do want to be here, so we are gonna get things done.
And
And I
you'll
do
inform them what we're doing.
That's what it is.
Absolutely. As far as if anything else happens, then I'm not sure, like, if, I think we'd be allowed to have some kind of a phone conference, you were talking about that yesterday, correct?
Yep.
So if there is a case where something changes or one of us gets sick, I mean,
Just
we're just gonna use our discretion, because obviously if Mike gets sick, and I wish that on anybody, then we're gonna have to come up with some kind of a plan, and hopefully the Department of Housing is saying they're gonna work with us to, if maintenance gets sick, they're gonna work with us to have a plan, a backup plan. So right now, like I said, it's all up in the air, so.
Yeah, it's a lot of things they need to be just,
Oh,
they
that's-
have to take decisions, that's hard. You cover everything because it's impossible, you don't know what's coming.
Yep, yep.
Until now, nobody's sick here.
You all set?
I am all set.
Okay, could I have a motion to accept the director's report?
First motion,
Second.
All in favor?
aye.
Let's see. Any other business?
As of right now, no,
There's no use to set a date for the next meeting.
probably not.
I think we discussed the whole thing there, yeah.
With a question mark.
We can, yeah, I don't have the calendar.
That's something-
I'll go, well, actually, we can say it, and then we can revisit it. If I don't send in the, agenda to the town hall, then there will be a meeting.
I can have my phone.
Oh, you know,
We're on April,
the third week in, April,
22nd.
the 22nd. So, right now, we're saying our next meeting will be April 22nd, and we will revisit this with, what's going on.
Since we'll be back, the hall will be on.
And everybody be healthy?
Yeah,
Everybody be
keep
healthy and traveling again,
Yeah,
and
try to keep healthy, please.
Could I have a motion to adjourn?
Oh, did I?
First motion to
it's
adjourn,
not on the.
Oh, it's not on there, okay, sorry.
What's that?
first motion,
No, not this year.
But if you have any
Oh.
concerns, like, we can talk about, we can talk about concerns.
All in
so.
favor?